Get ready for a story that sounds like pure fiction, a tale so audacious it's hard to believe it actually happened. This is going to blow your mind. Someone actually sold the Eiffel Tower. Yes, you heard that right. The Eiffel Tower, that iconic symbol of Paris, the pride of France, the Iron Lady herself, was once sold to a scrap metal dealer. Not once, but twice. The same man, Victor Lustig, managed to pull off this incredible feat not just one time, but 2 times. Imagine the audacity, the sheer gall of attempting such a con, let alone succeeding. It's a story of deception, charm, and a whole lot of luck. We're diving deep into the roaring 20s, a time of flappers, jazz, and apparently monumental scams. In the shadows of jazz-filled Paris, a city brimming with life, art, and a certain je ne sais quoi, our story unfolds. Picture the smoky cafes, the lively music spilling onto the streets, the air thick with possibility, and perhaps a little bit of danger. It was a time of great change and even greater opportunity for those who knew how to seize it. Victor Lustig, a name that would become synonymous with audacious scams, pulled off history's most unbelievable heist. He wasn't a brute, a thug, or a common criminal. He was a smooth operator, a master of disguise, and a manipulator of the highest order. He possessed a certain charisma that allowed him to charm his way into the confidence of even the most skeptical individuals. Just picture it. The Eiffel Tower looming over Paris, a symbol of progress and modernity, a testament to human ingenuity. It stood tall and proud, a beacon visible from almost anywhere in the city. Little did the people of Paris know someone was plotting to dismantle their beloved landmark, at least on paper, iron and pride. The very structure of the Eiffel Tower, its intricate ironwork, its sheer size and scale, made the idea of selling it for scrap seem utterly absurd. But that's precisely what made Lustig's con so brilliant. It was so outrageous, so unbelievable, that it caught people completely off guard. They simply couldn't fathom that someone would even attempt such a thing. Enter Victor Lustig, charming, educated, a man who could blend into any social circle with ease. He spoke multiple languages, possessed impeccable manners, and had a knack for reading people. He knew how to play on their desires, their insecurities, and their greed, and dressed sharper than a razor's edge. His appearance was part of his arsenal, a carefully crafted image designed to inspire confidence and trust. He understood that people are more likely to believe someone who looks the part, and he certainly looked the part of a successful businessman, a man of importance and influence. With a forged letter claiming official business, Lustig set his plan in motion. The letter, purportedly from the French government, was a crucial piece of the puzzle. It lent an air of legitimacy to his scheme, making it seem as though he was acting on behalf of the authorities. Lustig lured Paris's top scrap dealers, the men who knew the value of metal and the ins and outs of the scrap industry, into his web of deceit. He targeted those who were ambitious, eager to make a deal, and perhaps a little bit susceptible to flattery, to a secret hotel meeting. The location was carefully chosen, a discreet and luxurious setting that further enhanced the illusion of legitimacy. He wanted to create an atmosphere of exclusivity and importance, making the scrap dealers feel like they were part of something special, something significant. The bait? The city was desperate, or so Lustig claimed, to sell the Eiffel Tower for scrap. He presented a fabricated narrative, explaining that the cost of maintaining the aging structure was becoming too burdensome for the city. He painted a picture of a city struggling to make ends meet, forced to make a difficult decision, to sell the Eiffel Tower for scrap. The idea was preposterous, yet Lustig managed to make it sound plausible, even necessary. He played on the scrap dealers' desire for a lucrative deal, dangling the prospect of a massive payday in front of them. It was hush-hush, of course, strictly confidential. He emphasized the need for secrecy, warning them that the deal was highly sensitive and that any leaks could jeopardize the entire operation. This added an element of intrigue and excitement, making the scrap dealers even more eager to participate. One eager businessman took the bait, blinded by the potential profit and the allure of being part of a secret deal. He saw this as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a chance to make a fortune and solidify his position in the scrap metal industry, handing over a small fortune for the contract. He paid Lustig a hefty sum, believing that he was securing the rights to dismantle and sell the Eiffel Tower. He was so convinced that he didn't even bother to verify the authenticity of the deal. By the time he realized the truth, that he had been duped, that the entire scheme was a fabrication, it was too late. The money was gone, and so was Victor Lustig. He had vanished into thin air, leaving the businessman to grapple with the humiliation and the financial loss. Lustig vanished, like smoke in a jazz club. He disappeared into the vibrant nightlife of Paris, melting into the crowds and leaving no trace behind. He was a ghost, a phantom, a master of escape. The city was his playground, and he knew how to navigate its streets and alleys with ease. And here's the kicker, the truly unbelievable part of this already unbelievable story. Lustig tried the scam again, emboldened by his previous success and confident in his ability to deceive. He returned to Paris, targeting a different group of scrap dealers and repeating the same elaborate charade. In another city, with the same cool confidence. He approached his new targets with the same charm and sophistication, weaving the same web of lies and deception. He was a true artist of the con, a master of manipulation, and he seemed to relish the challenge of pulling off the impossible. The aftermath? Europe's most wanted, a fugitive on the run, pursued by authorities across the continent. His name was on everyone's lips, his face plastered on wanted posters, but he remained elusive, always one step ahead of the law, a master of disguise, able to transform his appearance and assume different identities with ease. He could be a wealthy businessman one day, a humble peasant the next, always adapting to his surroundings and blending in seamlessly. He even conned Al Capone in America. He wasn't afraid to take risks to challenge the most powerful and dangerous figures of his time. He saw himself as a player in a grand game, and he was determined to win, no matter the cost. Lesson from Lustig. A cautionary tale about the power of deception and the dangers of greed. If you're going to lie, lie big. Make it so audacious, so unbelievable, that people are almost compelled to believe it, and get out fast. Don't linger, don't gloat, just disappear before your victims have a chance to realize they've been had. The Eiffel Tower still stands, a testament to the enduring spirit of Paris, and a reminder of the audacity of one man's con. But so does his legend, the legend of the man who sold the Eiffel Tower, twice. A story that continues to fascinate and amaze, a reminder that sometimes the most unbelievable stories are the ones that are actually true.